Yo, let's go. Friday impromptu stream. And what we're working on today is the Sand Squad has their they have like a PvP thing going on in July. And the game needs to be a certain way. So this is our old school Galactic Clash, which is a pretty cool game that we used for Builders Challenge. It's a shooter, so it should work, hopefully. I'll check it out here. So it needs to support 1v1 fights with 5 rounds per match. First to 3 wins. Match length 15 to 60 minutes. Simple system for sharing match results. So we need to support 1v1 fights, 5 rounds per match, first to 3 wins, match length 15 to 60 minutes, simple system for sharing match results. So the main reason I haven't set up a 1v1 map yet is because of just the way that the GameMaker works, the spawners. Whoops, almost shut Streamlabs down. But if an experience is being made specifically for 1v1 and everybody, there's always going to be like a referee in there, or the players know what to do, then I guess I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, if this game was just going to exist online for people to stumble into, 1v1 is kind of hard to set up. And the Sandbox is GameMaker. So right now, how do I do this? Right now there's 2 spawners that are capped at 3, because this map was designed as a 3v3. Maybe we can use logic board to make sense of these rules again. So it's back when there was only one. Oh, yeah, they migrated them all over the place. Great. Great. I hate when that happens. Probably gonna have to use logic board to make sense of all this stuff again. This auto migration really, really sucks. Like, I don't want you to put my rules all over 10 different boards. I'll put my own rules all over 10 different boards, please. Like, this is so dumb. Now they're just all over. I really don't like going back to these experiences that migrated my rules just all over. It's my least favorite update thing that they did. I like having all the boards. I hate that they migrated all my rules to God knows where, all over the place. It's just the worst. Well, I'm not going to worry about this right now. I'm going to have to put all those rules in the Logic Board Pro. At least I have that tool. We'll make sense of it again. So if it's gonna be a 1v1, we're just gonna use one spawner then. Because this was back in the day before active property switchers could add tags. So I think what I'm doing here is like you're spawning with some tags. I don't think I use team. Which I'm not going to use team here either because it's too hard to make sure that people come out of the right spawner. There's no way to guarantee somebody's going to have the right spawner. There's no way to like send somebody. Can you assign team with active property switcher? I think it's just tags. Yeah, you can't change teams. Team is everything to do with what spawner you come out of, and I can't guarantee what spawner you're going to come out of. Especially if there's spectators jumping into the game to watch. So we're going to have to set up the lobby a little different. This lobby's waiting for each button to get pushed. And then you teleport down to the ships, and you get to pick one. So the new lobby's probably going to be like, I wonder if you can see the... This stream might just be a lot of me thinking things through here. So I want to set this as the active spawner to make sure I pop out there every time I test. Now, with the way the camera's set up, I want to see if I can... It's not very good for spectating, you know? I want to have a very nice spectating experience here too. So yeah, where we need to start, I'm pretty sure the ships all work. I hopped in there last night and they're still shooting and stuff. I need to test the logic. So so that seems pretty good. But the main thing I need to figure out here is just like so people can play 1v1 up to 5 points and 3 rounds. So if I push K, I get the invisible block and I can push B. So we have a locked camera in this game. It's not going to take much space. We have custom avatars that are nice and short. If I build this all the way around, wonder if that'll be a nice... And then maybe like some tunnels through the middle so you can like run around and watch the match. That's what I'm trying to do here. I don't know how low we can be and not get in the camera. Let's go down one more. Invisible blocks are kind of difficult to work with. Semi-invisible blocks, anyway. Alright, let's make this go... Let's make this go all the way over here, like that. And then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and delete this part out. So there's a little tunnel. Three long, or three tall, I mean. Let's see if that works. OG Shakespeare in the house. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Put me up on top. Of course it did. So yeah, this is the map that we're fixing up to have the requirements for the PvP thing this summer by Sand Squad. It needs to be 1v1. First to 5 rounds. Three sets, I think. Yep. Supports 1v1 fights, 5 rounds per match, first to 3 wins, 15 to 60 minutes, and it must have a system for sharing match results. Easy peasy. Invisible blocks are nice, but they also suck. What the f- Should be able to spectate from here, I think. I might be able to bring it a little lower, actually. Actually, before I go one more lower, let's do this. So yeah, they don't get in the way of the camera. I can get pretty low. You'll just be able to see everybody watching, which is cool. I think. Let's bring it down much lower. Too lower. So maybe 2 lower, with the floor being 3 lower is what I'm going to do right now. I remember this game being a little lighter, but must have got a lot of logic in here. 1, 2, oops, that was 4. So let's say this is the new over here. Let's say that's the new floor. And this is for the spectators. Every good esports needs spectators, right? Are you deleting? Or what's happening here? It's been a while since I played with invisible blocks and I hate them. Okay, perfect. Let's go all the way to the end. Oh, I am at the end. I don't think I'm at the end on this one. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Why can't I click on things right now? I'm so confused. Is it just really laggy? So the only thing I do have to watch out for with this, though, I forgot, is this is where we drop players to give the other players points. So have I can't have this over here. It needs to have a place to walk around this. So this is gonna go away. You can't be here. This is the hole. So it actually comes right back to like here. It'd be cool with invisible blocks if you could have them be more solid when you're working with them. Okay, so you can see that all this is a big hole now. And that's actually what I need. This is how I have players score points in this setup. You teleport up here, and basically it's a big trigger volume that when you fall out of it, you get a point. And the reason I have it set up like this with such a big circle is because essentially this is the spawn area. And I didn't want the other player to be able to spawn camp. So this area is meant for you to be able to, like, I want to drop in over here. I want to try to drop in here, here. So it gives you an opportunity to not get spawn camped and to try to get away from your opponent if they're just on top of you and trying to get on top of you when you spawn. If they're trying to kill you and then spawn kill you. That's what this is supposed to help with. So yeah, pretty easy, except that the path is going to have to come this way. So this is the classic 3v3 Galactic Clash. We're going to change it to a 1v1 map. Invisible blocks are just so hard to work. That's pretty good. So then the spectator path will go off this way. So we can put a door here. And then there will be a door there. So that door right there is going to line up with... It's going to be like... right here. So if we drop a block there, and then pull it back here, it's like we're off a little bit. That's okay. All right, so if I come over here and I put a block right here, this is going to be the floor. Turn my camera around. Do to do do to do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we are. Hold the control. Boom. We got a floor. Now let's put a wall on this side. Click one block there, and then just look up a little bit. Make sure it stays a straight line. Bring it over here. I don't really care how far it goes right now, because we need to start going this direction. You can see that this is where the invisible wall is. So we need to leave that path open. And then we need to pop over this way. So if I get a straight line going here. Let's look up and move down a little bit. Oh no, I changed it to the wrong block. But what I was gonna say is once I got this line here, shift and just bring it down. Maybe it is best to build them with not visible blocks first to make sure you don't get any holes. But we've been leaving it too wide. Okay. K is the shortcut that gives you the eyedropper, the dropper tool. So I got invisible blocks back. We're gonna go this way. I forget what activates the tentacles and everything. Maybe just time. Sometimes blocks are hard to get to. Oh my gosh, why are you going so slow? Deleting blocks is extremely slow right now. I've never seen that before. Come on, you little nice word. How many stone blocks are there? Is that the last one? Jeez Louise. Just gotta make sure there's no holes. And everybody can get through here still. Mostly when I'm working with invisible blocks, I use the block indicator because it'll put itself next to a block so I can see like where the invisible blocks are by just moving my mouse around. Like, boom, we can see the walls there. We can see there's a big hole there. No blocks till the bottom. That's usually what I do. Let's give it a save before I have to redo all this. So yeah, but I'm excited. This map hasn't gotten much play since one of the last Builders Challenges when we had it for that. Dude, building blocks one time at a time right now is like so laggy. I've never seen that before. You can just click, 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 click. Here's the hallway, and here's the floor. So we need to grab this one. See, that's the ceiling, so we're gonna go one down. Now, hopefully, there's a ceiling and a floor. And then we just build the wall over. The camera so I can hit right here. Boom, we got a wall. Perfect. We can get rid of the door here. What did I do here? What is this? What the? Let's just hit Control Z, Control Z. The floor is too tall. Too thick, I mean. That's what's going on. So I'm a little confused over here. Okay, so delete the. And then we're gonna bring this so you can see the ceilings right here. So let's grab right here, bring it to right here, that, delete. We'll delete the outside, the walking path. This is spectator area. This is for all you spectators. All right, so this time we're gonna make sure we don't block the spawn zone. So 2. We need 2 and a wall. So 3. And then let's just bring this down to the floor here. And we'll make a line over. So we're looking at this line right here. Screw invisible blocks. They are the hardest thing to work with. Why are you red? That's what I want to know. Just do this. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's 3 fast. All right, so how are we going to do a floor here? We're going to do, there's a hole. We're going to do a floor by deleting this block. We will drop a block in here. And then bring the camera up. Bring the camera over to this spot. Kind of missed it. That was pretty close though. Alright, now we just need to bring this wall over. Whew, almost done. Let's go. So the wall is right here. Easy. The wall is right here. So if I bring a line across all the way to the edge, all the way to the edge of the map, hold shift, down. Oops. Hold shift. I think it's because my mouse is off the map. Hold shift. And then boom. We'll do the floor. We'll do this wall. And then we're back at the beginning. Thank goodness. Hopefully it matches up. Did I make it shorter at some point? How in the fudge did that happen? Let's just see. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Maybe. Grab the floor over there. Okay, yeah, they're still level. Grab the floor over there. Let's open up a door. And then close this in. We'll put a block right there and then move the camera around. What's up, Wicked? Good to see ya. Hope everybody out there is having an amazing day. Today, we're having an impromptu Friday stream. I'm trying to get the PvP experience ready for the Sand Rush project going on. Throw our hat in the ring with Galactic Clash. So hopefully I can get it fixed up for a 1v1 PvP ultimate experience. Let's see if I can run around and not fall through the hole. Cyber Dragon, I missed you there. It's good to see you in chat. Hope you're having an amazing day. Alright, so this little tunnel is going to serve as the spectator area. Just have to make sure I can't escape it. Oh, invisible wall there. And then I'll probably make like, there's like a little wall there. I'll probably make like some paths that go straight across the middle too. I think I can escape right. No. Invisible blocks just look weird. I'm on the lightest graphics settings, that's why I can't see across the map too. So if you turn that on, you'll be able to see everything. Video. Ultra. So you can see everything if you're on Ultra. Alright, so when you're down here on the map, you can kind of see the spectator area, but it's not like it's distracting. And then you'll be able to see the people, everybody running around watching you up on top. So that's super cool. I hope. And then all I'll have to do is rework the lobby system so that you can decide if you want to go to spectator or if you're going to be on the red team or the blue team, whoever's having their fight that day. So that shouldn't be too difficult. Now what is difficult is these blocks. What I'm gonna do here is I think if I make it nighttime, these blocks are easier to see. So if I go into like I can do it with weather too, but if I go into ambience and just change it to nighttime, I want to work in the night. It's easier on the eyes. Alright, let's take a travel through here. I don't really remember where I was exactly. Is this the hall? Okay, I'm gonna push B. I'm gonna turn the grid off for now because I can't see anything. It's on. Yeah, there is a hole. Absolutely. Absolutely a hole. Right here. Wait a second. Is this all a hole? Just one little spot, right? What the fuck? Okay, so there's a wall right there. Let's just go like those two spots right there. Boom, shift, hold up, boom. Let's get rid of that. All right, hop back in. Let's go back here. All right, we're all like, all right, yeah, we don't need that right there. That was the one sticking out. Hello. Hi. What's up, Nas man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping into chat. Hope you're doing good. Today we started work on remaking Galactic Clash for the Sand Rush PvP. See if we can get involved with that. I think this experience would work really good for that if we can retune it for that. I'm pretty excited about it. I had a lot of fun on this map, and the shooting mechanics are a lot of fun. It's supposed to be like a team game. It was built as a team game, potentially to be like a dungeon crawler someday, or like a League of Legends was the original idea for this, a MOBA. But you know, there's only so much time in the day, and I'm sure we'll get back to it again someday. But hey, we're working on it right now for a purpose, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, so that should make it a little interesting in the lineup because there's uh there's different ships to choose from that work right now. There's the sniper, there's the bulwark, and there's the machine gun. Wait. There's the sniper, bulwark, medic, machine gun. So some of them might not be very popular in a 1v1. They might not be very strong in a 1v1 environment, but it'll still be unique to have different fighting styles, you know? It's cool. Medic, you could try to keep yourself alive. Bulwark is the tank. So it's got like a shield. It's got like a special self-heal. I don't even remember. The sniper just shoots really powerful bullets, but you gotta hit people, obviously. Machine gun's probably the best. Probably have to nerf it or take it away because it's so good, or everybody's just going to be using machine gun probably. But yeah, that's the beauty of fighting games, and or like PvP tournaments. I mean, it's like the strategies are always fun to watch develop. And that's what I really always hope for this game. So if you tell me that you're going to give me an opportunity where people are going to play the games that I make, then I'm going to be like, yeah, we'll try to get involved for sure. That's what it's all about. People playing the games you make. Well, I mean, no. I started making games for the love of it. Like I always wanted to make games. That's where this all started. I still didn't delete this wall. But yeah, after you scratch that itch and you start having the ability to make the games that you want, yeah, the next step is definitely, it's very fulfilling to watch people play your games. And them to give feedback and stuff and work on it. It's awesome. Alright, so I want to make some tunnels across the map. And we need to still get rid of the blockage, which is on the blue side. It's in the blue corner right here. We got about 10 minutes left on the stream, and I gotta go make my kids lunch. But yeah, we'll keep working on this. I'll probably get done with it as quick as I can, but if I still am working on it next week, we'll do Thursday, Friday for this on stream. So Monday, Tuesday will be Misty Mountain, putting together the intro and the quests and the intro and the tutorial is what I'll be doing next week. We got to put the tutorial together for sure. And then Thursday, Friday, we'll be working on this game to make sure it's 1v1 ready in time. All right, so right here in this corner, there is an invisible wall. Boop. Okay. So now we can run through there. That's good. Now I want to have probably could have just made this a whole floor and been easier, but oh well. Hindsight's 2020, you know? Let's just make these 2 points connect. Let's make these 2 points connect. So we're going to have like a little diagonal walkway. I'm gonna do this with solid blocks so I can see what I'm doing. Dude, when I click, blocks aren't showing up. Is that laggy? What the I've never had that problem before. Just clicking to get blocks on the map? Like, what the fuck? The tentacles actually reach up into the... I didn't think about that. I can put them a little lower, I guess. All right, have fun. It's so weird. I have to like drag them to make sure that they show up. Click. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the middle. Hmm. All right. So, yeah, with that little connection, I think it'll be pretty good. Just might need to move that one tentacle. There's the corner. Go there. Makers. Not cooperating with me. With these blocks sometimes. Visible blocks are difficult. All right, let's see if that works before I go too much crazier on it. But that's going to be about it for stream today. I appreciate everybody hanging out, and I'm really excited about this project and the PvP tournament in general. That should be pretty fun. I used to love doing the Builders Challenge tournaments, or not Builders Challenge, but just like GameMaker SmackDown events. So anything to encourage PvP battle in the sandbox. However, it's a lot easier to do gameplay nowadays. Back in the day, we just used to make games. But yeah, it's cool. Sand Squad's awesome. Their map's awesome. Thanks to Alex for initiating the grant program and for Sand Squad to have the initiative to go for it. So we'll do our part. Roxy and myself. I probably won't be competing, but I am going to enjoy watching everybody. It's going to be awesome. Is there anybody to raid today? Don't have time to stick around, so I'm not going to raid anybody I haven't raided before. Oops. All right, everybody. I appreciate you very much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you on Monday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do out there. I didn't get a lot of progress done today. Have a great time. But that's okay. Sometimes progress isn't quick. See you, Wicked. Appreciate you. See you, OG. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend, everybody.